addition of armor shred from Hilda, they could set up some potential gank angles.
dengan Claudia,
besides the roam mid, I'm
Royal,
just looking how
the
the Uranus and the
King
Hilda will be
Derby,
handling the lane and making their presence felt.
Derby
Whoever has
sebenarnya di
more
Grand Final
presence
sih ketemu
will
orang
win it
ini
for the
bagusnya
team.
ya kan.
Well,
Ini final Kepagian
what a
ya.
spicy way to kick things off. The one time we've seen it, it's
ONIC
actually won
versus
here at MSC.
SRG.
And of course, when you look at this battle and that trophy in the middle, both of these teams have lifted it. It's the battle of champions, but only one can go through. It's SRG versus ONIC for this third series of the day. And we've got Mirko and Trex ready to call the action. Fellas?
Thank you so much, guys. We're jumping into the land of dawn. My name's Trex, and this is Mirko. We're going to be doing the live action on this game. We got two Titans ahead of us, Mirko. It's ONIC up against SRG in a tournament life match. Someone's going home. Someone's moving on to the knockout stage. Typical emblems, mostly all around. A little bit of tenacity, though, onto Stormy, just in case the defense, for the possible aggression that could come from Kyrie and the rest of the team. But the big surprise pick here, and also surprise sub that we got to see yesterday, Uni, and he's already starting things off with the Paquito jungle. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for quick aggression, right? You have the Cho, you have something that wants to play quickly around the map. You have someone that's going to have a huge power spike on this Paquito around level 3, level 4. If they can make some off-lane play and possibly get some decent ganks, maybe onto Kelra, maybe onto Loopy, maybe an invade onto Kyrie, that could be the win condition for SRG here.
Absolutely, man. I think that's exactly what they're going to try to play around. Cram already with the Master Assassin on the hill that goes from XP down below to try to deny Kyrie a farm. They will be able to get a camp away from Kai. On the link with Uni. Walking up on the Paquito, taking the golem away. They'll still be able to get level 4 though.
Lumayan Indahnya rotasinya cepat, walaupun dia ke bawah cepat banget ke atas.
Killing spree as well on Uni here, right? Yep. So we're looking for big fights. We're looking for a lot of damage.
And it's just like, dude, I know we've been asking for this matchup, SRG ONIC, but to see it in the lower bracket as an elimination match instead of like a knockout stage match is just kind of sad. Just a tad bit sad.
Just a tad bit. Also a tad bit exciting.
Of course.
You know, we have to say this is also, it's unprecedented, but a lot of damage on the loop.
Mati Lupinya tuh.
The consecration, he didn't expect that from the Master Assassin.
Damage-nya tuh, apaan
Big pick at
itu?
the start of the game for Glacier now on Cram, but there's no follow-up. Cram able to walk up, and now it's going to be ONIC zone away from the neutral objective. Kai.
Butuh buff dia, cu.
Trying to go for the retry on his own purple buff. It's going to be free neutral objective again. Uni won't even retry it. He'll just be able to pick it up. And it's a slow game now as SRG take the lead.
And that's exactly what we wanted to see from SRG to make this composition work. ONIC has to be able to work around that. It's going to be a little bit more time for them to get to that point to be able to fight, especially picking up the Aurora. Yes, it's going to do well against some of these frontline fighters who have the crowd control, but it's not a fast-moving mid lane. It's not an insane playmaker. That's something you would normally see Sans on. It's a slower hero. You get a lot of value and utility out of it, but it's not going to make those quick rotations that SRG is going to be making.
Those quick rotations for SRG up top as well, really threatening Ludpi earlier. Getting the pickoff is already massive for them to get the neutral objective, but then the whole team staying up top after taking a turtle, trying to abuse the fact that Ludpi had already used the Purify was also quite big. Made him a bit low. Also pops in a consecration for some reason up top there. Don't know if anyone really threatened him or it was just a mistap. But Ludpi will still be able to match this XP lead of Cram with an XP crab take and a shove straight up.
Cram is playing this Hilda so aggressively, rotating around essentially the secondary tank, playing it almost like a roamer would, the way he's playing on the opposite side of the river. Whoa! Great way the Dragon finds him into the knockout strike of Moody! Breath of the Dragon to respond it over, Sounds walking up as well, but now it's going to be Keyboy, inimics of it all. Oh my god! Frigid Glacier comes around to Yums with the G-Kundo and the flicker. Sounds caught in the bad spot, doesn't have the flicker. Cram with the swings of the battle axe. A triple kill against ONIC. This is huge for Uni. It's 4-0 right now. Add a purple buff on top of that. And the thing about it is,
Kosong,
4-0 kills, and every single one of those kills has gone to this Paquito. Let's take a look at the replay. It all started with the big play of the dragon. And even though Keyboy tries to help out by popping that Rapid Dragon, it's just not enough. The damage. This is what I was talking about. You hit that level 4, you hit that level 5.
Ini kan late game
Early
kita.
game
Nanti
spikes.
apalagi
We're only
si
4
Kalahnya
minutes in.
join tim
And that's the thing
kan
about the
belum join.
Paquito. No pun intended, it packs a punch, insane damage in the early game.
I mean, what is he packing in those gloves to be able to hit like that?
They're weighted gloves, man. They're weighted gloves.
Someone's got to check in, bro. Away the dragon. Technically, they got an
kasihan
MMA
banget
advantage
Keyboy
right now.
di sini
Cho
tuh.
and Paquito, bro. With the physical defense reduction of the Cho, together with the crazy damage early on, that burst of the Paquito, no wonder they've just been deleted from the map.
You got the two best fighters in the land of Dawn on one team. Why hasn't anyone thought of this before?
Ini
SRG
jujur
now with a decent lead. Can they
harapan
convert it into something more?
ada di
They're gonna move
Kelara
on to the
sini,
spot
guys.
lane. If they
Cuman
can start
Kelara
taking
ini kalau
towers this early on,
ditendang sama Ocho
it's
juga
gonna be
PR
huge
walaupun
for
dia
them.
pakai
Maybe get the
Puri
lane
di sini.
swap in. Once they start taking some towers,
Pak
Crane can
Kuitonya
get
udah nggak
involved.
ketolong di
ONIC has
ini.
to find a way to slow the pace, and Keyboy and Sans hanging out in these bushes, that's kind of what they're looking for. But Sans gets found out.
Yep.
Yeah,
On the
man.
Aurora is going to get completely taken out by Crab now as Ludwig gets away just a bit from that Lantern Flare. Almost fully stacked up. Keyboy waited in the bush for a bit too long. Now gets
Keyboy
thrown back.
tendang.
Way the
Wah,
dragon
mati
into
lagi
Uni
Keyboynya.
again. Oh, this combo is just deadly.
Sadly, I gotta say, wait a second, more action at the purple buff.
Retry from Kai, the 4 blades as well, but SRG got away just in time. Innocent
Santai
as well.
lagi
A
game,
level
sabar,
ahead of
Ling.
Kelra.
6-0
ONIC are already
buset.
forced to play the scaling game.
I want to go back to where Sans got picked
Mereka
off
ingin
just
main
now.
cepat sih. Kalau late game
And
mungkin
if
bisa
those two,
berbeda
Keyboy
nanti.
and Sans would have been in a slightly different bush, more on their side of the river, to where Keyboy was in the mid bush, Sans in the bottom. Everything would have been better. But
Game
instead they
kuat
take
nih,
the aggressive
guys.
route and advance to SRG's side
SRG
of the
harus main
river.
cepat aja
Even
orang
though
ini.
they're
Makanya
behind,
takut mereka
even though
late
they're not in a position to be in that type of position on the
Mereka
map,
kayak mau
ONIC has to know what they're
Aurora
dealing with.
game,
It's 6-0.
Aurora
They
Turki ya.
cannot be the aggressive ones, not only in fights, but in positions on the map.
Wait, the dragon.
mati dong Keyboy.
It's Uni walking up. Oh, he
Nggak
walks away
ketolong,
from the
guys.
Wrath of the Dryad. Leaves him for the rest of the team just in case ONIC try to capitalize on the Wrath of the Dryad. And this is where the question starts to
Kasihan
come
banget
up.
Cok Keyboy
Oh,
tuh.
Kyrie missed the Defiant Blade on the wall. A bit of panic there. Scram got close. But the question again, Trex, and to everybody here, usually the Aurora is picked up with a combo, a Kaja, a Cho,
7-0
someone
udah jauh
with
banget,
single
guys.
target lockdown. And this time it's with a Belleric.
11.000,
Just feels a bit
21.000,
off.
4.000 sih jaraknya.
Yeah, Belleric has to kind of search for it. That
3.000
means
malah.
Sans has to constantly be
Wes!
there. And a big kick.
Sanso has a
Oh,
massive
lepas
there.
dia.
Glacier popped in as well. Scram's going to be frozen on the turret. But
mati
man,
bro.
perfectly timed
Lagi.
knockout
Dapat
again,
tuh.
Udi. In the back, it's going to be innocent with the
Mati
pickup as
Keyboynya
well as
lagi.
Lupi is going to be
Mati
slammed
lagi
down to the
Lupinya.
ground. Another pickup for Innocent, a double. It's 10-1.
This is uncalled for at this point. The subbed in jungler. 5-0-4. This is his second game in
10-1
MSC.
dong.
And he is dominating the playing field. It's a mindset, right?
Udah gak ketolong sih Pak Kuito, damage-nya 2 kali langsung setengah darahnya tuh. Hero apa sih atau Ben itu bang? Ben aja lah.
This guy got locked in for the items right now. Where's Uni
Absolutely.
at?
I have no
We start
idea
off
where
with the
he's
Hunter
at.
Strike, typical like that. Are we
pretty
all
surprised he doesn't have
Are we
Sky
into
Piercer.
third item at this point?
Dude. This guy has to be worried. Uni's doing so good. Kyrie
true.
gets the orange with the red tree still. Holy moly, 5-0-4.
All right, so SRG have now converted this huge gold lead into multiple towers. Mid-tier 3 gone, top side all gone. And the way that SRG is moving amongst the map, they are just slowly compressing on
Ini
it
kekuatan
into
SRG
their
ini makronya
base.
kuat
They've
ya.
taken
Makronya kuat
buffs.
guys.
It is a tough game for ONIC. How do they even find a way
banyak
out?
semua
And
orang ini.
you said it. All they really have is Keyboy for the big engager. And for him to really get a surprise engage off, it has to be a flicker. Even Lupi, this far behind with the amount of damage that SRG has,
karena
he
belum ini
can't
kok,
harass
belum
the
ada
way you
mati
want
dia.
to on a Uranus. And in the past, Uranus could still do it at maybe 0-2, could still do it at a 6K gold deficit, but we've been seeing how much trouble Uranus has been having in
Wah,
the
udah
meta
nggak dapat
currently
pasti dia tuh.
when you fall
Waduh.
behind like this. So it's going to be a while, if ever, that ONIC can really come online and
dapat
re-engage
ya.
these fights.
Berarti
They're going to have to
dilepas
let
dulunya.
SRG come to them and look for the counterattack.
Yep. Kai can only just retrieve the purple buff.
Ini susah si Kibo aja nggak cukup damage dia ke TB nih guys.
ONIC
Udah baru level 8 dia.
Sounds of the flicker out already. Yums! Jikuno the flicker.
Aduh!
Dragon straight up with the
Mati
Stormy
sannya.
Sky Piercer. Big
dapat tuh Karena.
is able to get the blaze into it down into the back.
Karena.
Stormy melted down by the god and the gold.
Karena.
Kai with those blades
Oh,
picked
sikit
up
lagi
now.
sih.
It's SRG. Are still able
Nanti
to
jadi
get a 2 for 2
Trinity nih Karena nih.
Very well done by ONIC though. Kelra.
Harapannya memang di Karena ada Trinity nanti bawa juga orang itu. Tapi ya susah sih.
He's been having the gold lane experience. He's been waiting for his time to shine, and we just saw the damage come out. Innocent though does lock in Holy Crystal. It's going to be more damage from him as well. Let's take a quick look at the replay. I want to keep our eyes on Kelra because he knows he has to move down. Keyboard comes in a little bit late to pop that Wrath of Dryad, and right when it pops, Kelra BMIs forward, uses the Blazing Duet on the backside, and outputs the damage, matched up by Kyrie's Tempest of Blades, and then able to just get away. Uni doesn't go down, no, they're not able to get the big shutdown onto him, but still, they're able to kind of slow down SRG a little bit.
Yang kasihan di Kibo sini cok, di mic-nya dia semua guys.
But he was able to get those stacks back up, get the damage reduction out, so they
Kalau si Luffy cuma TB doang di sini supaya ngeluarin ulti mereka, cuman si
he's had one member in his eyes. It's just
keren banget
dude, every time walks up,
banget deh.
sees Sans, especially when he flickers, boom, Yums is on him.
Alright, ONIC, they do have some ability to attack here, right? Retry down for the purple buff. Kyrie is able to get it. It's going to be helpful in this next big push as Kelra moves forward.
Ini Karena beneran harus gendong
SRG, I think at this point, take these tier 2s. If you get anything more,
mati.
it's definitely a bonus. But with a 7k gold lead, they could try to force things
Apaan
open.
itu tuh?
On the Uranus taking that much damage. Holy Shield procs in the end, and the charge still comes through. SRG now looking to get 2. Holy Shield's down before the 12th minute of the game. Innocent popping that damage again. The Synchro Fission doing work.
It's a scary bottleneck to come into
Udah
against
jadi
ONIC right now,
Trinity
even
tuh.
with the gold advantage.
Nice.
No wonder. Look, Holy Crystal picked up already.
Tapi hari ini udah jadi Holy Crystal, buset deh ya harinya tuh.
He's
Ya
on the way
ampun.
to the Divine Glaive.
It's definitely trouble for ONIC, but SRG
Ya
respects
ampun,
the
kasihannya
competition,
si
right? You walk into that tower, you get hit by a big Fairy Glacier, you get hit by
TB di mic sebanyak
any
itu
of those
cok,
big
buset
AoE
dah.
skills. The possibility is there for a quick table flip, a quick turnaround by ONIC, so SRG has to play this smart. They can't brute force ONIC's base open right now.
Ini lot
60
kedua
seconds
ini
for Lord, they
kayaknya
just freeze lanes.
susah sih guys.
Solid for SRG. No real reason for them to push the tempo anymore. No real reason for them to take any risks. They have the lead. They can play it safe. Heck, Cram
udah
can
sakit
take
ya.
a beating as
Udah
well, and he
sakit
can get away from it. It's
Oh,
all good.
udah
Divine Glaive
jadi
for
defend
Sans
glaive
though,
now.
and it's only his second item. 4.8
Langsung
gold.
defend
That's
glaive,
painful.
buset.
Kelra able to
Lihat tuh cok, Luffy
Yums in
cok.
that push.
Buset Luffy.
4.8k gold.
This is gonna be big right now. Yums gonna go for the cut right now. It's Kelra. He's gonna get caught as well. Blazing Duet popped in.
Oi!
A kick, but he gets
Puri dia, aduh, mati dia.
dives in, picks up the kill with the Sky Piercer.
Udah
and the
puri
Lantern
pada lo.
Flare. Kyrie with the blades. Uni jump in and again the
Gak
Purify
ketolong
out for
tiga sikit.
Luffy.
Kena ini saat
With
itu.
Kelra has finally
Itu
been
Jin.
taken out.
2-for-1 trade for SRG. Right in front of the base, 10 seconds before Lord. It's exactly what SRG needs.
Panjangin lane
They're
aja lah,
finding
Ling.
these quick moments that they know that as long as we get one more hero, we can go for this big objective. We won't have them harassing us, and Kelra was the big problem in
Dilepas
the
lah, masih ke
last
defense
fight.
sih. Kellernya
So
hidup.
they know who they needed to lock
Cuma
on to,
Kellernya
and
kedapat
Uni
tadi, Cuk.
hasn't
Padahal udah Puri
missed.
tadi lah, ditendang sama Yums.
6-0 in
Puri, tapi kena
5, and with
tuh Jin.
Kelra finally down, this is going to give the advantage to Innocent in a lot of these
oke,
fights.
udah
We
jadi
saw the
Radian,
gold lead
nice.
earlier. We saw
Cuma
how
Radian
much
tuh kalau
damage he can
udah
output as well.
jadi Holy
So if
Crystal
Uni
tetap
does
bonyok
start to
tuh.
fall off, that's going to be their next
Ini tadi,
saving
sikit lagi.
grace.
Cus,
A beautiful
kena
engage.
dia.
Keyboy
Oh,
tries to
kena center.
stop it. He almost saves Kelra. He almost stops the big advance. But Kelra still gets caught off.
And this is the right side of that double-edged sword for Stormy. So many times in this tournament he's going in, you know, even flickering forward, Crimson beaconing forward, and it just looks awkward. But that's where you find, you know, the benefits of having this crazy aggressive style on your mid lane on Stormy. When it works amazing. That shot into Kelra. This is such a good turret to take as well, man. It's gonna be the 4 lane up there. Wait the dragon onto Little P for Glacier, able to lock him down just for a bit as Yums is able to flicker out of it. Frozen Innocent, no Purify burnt out. Lord gonna be dealt with as well. And SRG are happy with just the base turret on the far lane.
Clock is ticking though, they're at 10k. I think one more base turret could be helpful.
Gila susah
Kelra getting
mati,
faster
cowoknya
and
susah
faster as this
banget di
moves
sini.
forward.
Aduh,
Kyrie
aduh.
also Even though it's an assassin jungle, it's going to
Bisa
start
ditangkap.
scaling eventually.
Blingnya juga udah
SRG
nanti
has to be
susah di sini,
careful about
cuy.
how long they want to let this game last.
I think at this point, SRG, they should be still very, very comfortable. Yes, ONIC have that scaling,
Gimana
but as
cara
long as
menangnya
SRG
nanti ya?
play around these side lanes,
Kalau Keyboy dapat,
utilizing that advantage.
cuman Keyboy ini kalau masuk
There's not
flicker
much
dia
ONIC
ada
can do,
puri
right? 'Cause
Suzuki-nya tuh sama
with this
Hari
kind of
tuh.
composition, SRG can actually
Lepas
still
dia,
blitz
guys.
around the Lord. Now, once we get into evolve Lord territory, that's where it will get kind
Nggak
of
jadi
dicey for
diikat sama
SRG because
Beleriknya.
then I don't think they
Oke,
will
udah
have enough
jadi 3
firepower to
item
burst
tuh,
the
dapat
evolve
item
Lord.
noh.
But for now, it's still chill.
All right, so basically, ONIC just needs to survive this
Gila
next
tuh,
one.
linknya udah jadi tuh noh.
Survive this next push. We get into Evolve Lord territory. Taking a look at items.
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. I mean, they have 2 inhibitors left. It's going to push down the top. I'm just saying it is possible.
It is.
Kyrie, Kelra, Lupi, all of them have been playing a good game. Anyone else in SRG might
Ketiga
have tried
ini
to finish
lumayan
this a
krusial
little bit
ini, guys.
earlier. Anyone else with a 10K gold lead, they might have
9.000
tried to
gold,
shove things
pusat.
in. But the respect is there, and I'm wondering almost, is it too much respect? Are they playing too passive here? Kelra now also looking
Ini
at
udah
almost
lumayan
getting
sih,
maxed out on
damage si
items.
Sun sudah lumayan gede.
Kyrie fully stacked as well. All they really need at this point is
Dipanggil.
Lupi to catch up, Keyboy to catch up, so that you actually have a bit of a front line to survive
Okay,
the
Keyboy.
damage that Uni, Innocent, and Stormy are bringing.
For sure. I think the biggest gap right now has to be between the frontliners, man, because the damage dealers, as you mentioned as well, they're on the way to their full items, right? We're gonna get to a point where it won't really matter.
Itu damage
Oh,
apa
hold
itu,
on,
cok?
Takes a big beating, but he needs to purify those. This is a pure 50-50. Now onto it. Kyrie doesn't get it. It's going to be Uni and Innocent, I believe. Kyrie wasn't able to get his hands on it, and without a purple
Wah,
buff,
nggak ada retri dong.
this will just be another free neutral objective, and then it's going to build from their treks.
Cuma sengaja
SRG,
supaya
they're playing the safe game
Kyrie
because they
retri
know
kan.
as long as they're able to build these small wins, get those neutral objectives, and then transition them into structures,
Dilepas
in
lah
the
ini
end it's going to be very, very difficult.
nggak
He
cukup
saved his
damage-nya
retry.
tuh.
I'm wondering if the reason why is because Kyrie wants to try to go for the
Rasa,
steal
rasa,
here.
rasa, rasa.
They wanted to bait out the retry so that
Yumnya,
he
Yums.
wouldn't
Nggak
have
ada
it to try to
di-detect, Yumnya nggak
contest.
ke-detect, cok. Yumnya nggak ke-detect itu,
ONIC
guys.
is keeping a close play. Look at Yums right now.
Cram as well in the back. Jikundo now the way
What?
to try, but it goes into a different
Sans!
angle. In the back to Bikin with a crown as well. He's going to be
Kyrie!
into the fight. Now he goes
Aduh,
for damage. It's only
mati,
picks up
cok,
the godlike
lagi.
and he takes Kelra down. Both gold laners out of the fight.
This is huge for ONIC right now. Kyrie.
Itunya
And this is what I
mati,
meant.
cok.
They hold on to it. Yes, we don't get the purple, but as
Sudah
long as we
sakit
can
ini.
try,
Nah,
as
udah
long as
kuat
we
nih
can
late game nanti, guys.
hold things out
Kuat
a
nih
little
menang
bit.
nanti nih.
They
ONIC.
do have a chance. The problem is that long lane.
Yang
SRG's
jelas Uranus
okay
udah
with playing
susah
it
nih.
slow. SRG's okay with
Besok
chilling it
ditendang,
out.
cus.
The engage comes in.
Kena di sini
Kelra gets a
basic-nya tuh,
good
udah
chunk
Winter
of
Frost.
damage. And Keyboy plus
tapi
Kyrie
mati, cok.
on the bot
Walaupun
side.
Innocent-nya mati
Freeze
juga.
Innocent, stop him, and Kyrie's able to get the kill.
Kyrienya mati
And
juga.
in that moment, SRG knows they have to back off. They don't want to play the long fight.
You gotta give props to ONIC, man. They layered their skills very well. The Wrath of the Dryad baited out
Ini
the
semakin
Purified.
late
Then we saw
kuat
the
nih
Frigid
apanya,
Glacier. Not the
ONIC.
stun, but just the damage. Right as
TB nggak
Kyrie
akan cukup
jumped off
waktu
the
mereka
finish
tadi
points with his own
TB
Divine Blade
nge-kill
to
si
burst
Belerik itu
Innocent
butuh
down.
waktu banyak.
So now Innocent, he's also fallen. Both
Tapi
gold
Uranus sudah
laners
jadi item.
aren't deathless. The only man who's deathless right now is Uni. Bro, 7-0-5 on a Paquito.
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk?
Yang penting
Another pick
Lupinya harus
that's, you know,
hati-hati sama
another
Innocent ya.
crazy layer to the meta right now. Something that at first you see it, you doubt it, and SRG is making it work very well right now. But they are having some trouble closing this out.
lihat
They're
itu
finding great
Keyboy-nya tuh.
position. Yums
Buset.
always in a side bush. Cram always looking for an angle as well. ONIC has to watch out for it.
SRG are going to go for the commitment here. They see the Ling. It's instant
Linknya
commit.
udah soap
No
itu
way
di
for
atas.
ONIC to respond to
Linknya udah
this.
soap ya. Wah,
They still
dilepas
wanna
ini
try,
downloadnya. Tapi datang
Could
sih
be
ke
caught
Link.
again. It's going to be the top
Link.
landing, but the Shanpu's right there. Uni with the retreat. Keeps it clean. Sounds in the background, waiting for a Frigid Glacier. Plays down at the back.
Waduh.
Rocked in the sky.
Wah,
Jumps in on
legendary.
Innocent. Picks up the blade.
dapat
Picks
tuh.
it up. Waiting to try to appeal again. It's that's going to be blades. Over and over again. It's Crab in the back, waiting for a position.
Bawah tuh.
Innocent, but
Lagi! Kejar! Kram! Mau kemana kamu Kram? Ah, nggak mati Kramnya. Maksudnya iya nggak mati guys.
He doesn't have a Wrath of Dryad.
Ah, nggak mati
No, he doesn't.
Kramnya, cok.
Doesn't land a taunt either. It's not the Evolved Lord yet, so ONIC, I feel, get the win with a mid and a gold traded. But if SRG can stop these three members from recalling, it's going to be
Buru, Bang.
massive.
The pincer's here. Uni comes in. This is going to be
Waduh,
bad
nggak
for
ketolong,
ONIC.
guys. Blessing dua!
Gila!
Gila!
Able to get the fine play as Crab tries to get him down. Wave up top in the Lord is going to this.
All he's got to do is keep him away from the base as ONIC tries to
Gila
clear this
Uranusnya.
Lord. All he's got to do is buy a little bit more time.
Nggak
The
cukup
Lord
tuh.
and the minions almost won SRG the game. Ludpi falls in the end.
Bang
No
time tuh tadi
consecration, and now it's
siapanya.
innocent back up in the
Biar
Lanadon.
loadnya bisa dihilangin.
ONIC with the Hail Mary play there, and SRG responding so cleanly, but it's not over yet. SRG still at the door. They're waiting for another wave to come down.
Oh no! Frigid Glacier
dapat
closes
guys!
the wall. Innocent jumps in,
Wah!
but now it's gonna KALAH. Going with the
Wait!
way by Innocent.
Wait!
Salah.
Aduh.
Kyrie's trying to
mati
save
tuh.
him, but Uni wants to
Guys.
stop him. Kyrie
Mati.
gets shut down. The double, the back and forth. Neither team wanted to
tuh.
give this up.
We got a game in our hands.
Seru tuh.
SRG versus ONIC. This really should have been a knockout stage game, but we find ourselves
Ini
right
tadi
here,
Cuk,
right now,
dapat
seeing
Cuk,
it.
dapat
Every
loh
time you
tiga
think
itu
it's
Cuk.
going one
Blazing
team's
dua.
way, something else happened. Uni with the immortality, then takes the shower shot by picking up the winner crown, gets the kill, but Kyrie pulls up in the nick of time. Not only is the game
Udah sakit
back
banget
and
nih Kyrie-nya,
forth,
cuy.
but every single fight at this point is just tit for tat, punch for punch.
Panjangin
And now there's
Bang.
only one. It's just Cram who's deathless on the Hilda.
There can only be one.
Oke,
There
ada
can
landing
only
udah
be
detik
one.
golnya
Wise
cuy.
man once
Nah, ini
said.
siapa yang blunder kalah ini guys.
Cram on the Hilda. Can you imagine that? The guy is from always a master
Normally
assassin.
that's the hero that should be dying the most. You know, that's the one that's like, oh, we just sacrificed the Hilda in the early game.
For sure. I
Aduh,
mean,
Cram,
itu
though.
masih ada
Not
puri
Cram.
semua
Not
ini.
me.
Ah.
He's built away.
3-0 and 13.
All right. 13 is insane. We're at 20-9.
Lihat itu
ONIC
Keyboy.
finally with a
Keyboy.
grip on this game.
Lihat
It's
Keyboy.
down to tie game mode. The problem is Lord spawns
Keyboy,
on bot side
positioning
one
Keyboy,
lane.
udah ketahuan
Looking hard
Keyboynya.
for ONIC.
Udah ketahuan
Kyrie.
Keyboynya. Ulti kelas. Blazing duet.
Was that damage? Kai and KALAH together with the combo. Now it's up to Stormy and Uni, Cram and Yums in a 4v5.
Awas Jung Jung.
Uni needs to find an angle in before
Lihat,
KALAH shuts
Kera,
this
Kera,
down.
Kera.
Kyrie as well.
Itu lihat sesakit apa tuh Kera.
Tries to run away. BMI back again from KALAH as Ludpi tries to
Ulti,
stop
ulti,
Uni from
ulti,
getting
Link.
into this Lord pit.
Hati-hati Link.
In the backside.
Tendang.
A big kick from Yums.
Ulti.
Over
Mati
on
tuh.
South now with the fall.
Nah.
Yums goes down to KALAH. ONIC playing this game. Wave up top is good for SRG, but ONIC want to go for the Lord. Wave, wave, wave.
Someone's got to go back and someone's got to stay.
Oh my God.
Because if they lose this Lord, they may not survive the day.
Stormy gets on the Crimson Peak, and that's going to be something.
Yes.
The Frigid Glacier.
Lagi.
It's a shutdown. Cram's first death in game one.
And the crowd is electric right now. And we are losing our minds
Let's
through
give
this
what,
game. We're
Loli,
22 and a
Apollo.
half minutes in. It's Stormy and Innocent defending the base. A Lord will be coming soon, but ONIC right after.
Look at the that's top 60 seconds on 30 on you like Innocent Storm.
They have done this
Dapat
before.
turret mid.
But KALAH is
Belum dapat tuh
shredding.
turret midnya tuh.
ONIC doesn't want to show them
Lotnya
the
di
same
bawah ya,
respect
lotnya di
that
bawah.
SRG showed them 10
Jangan
minutes
blunder
ago.
please, jangan blunder.
Seconds now on
Jangan
Uni.
blunder please.
They're buying good time. They're buying really good time. They actually saved this
Nice.
mid-turret.
SRG,
Linknya udah
They're
pasti
gonna have all
dapat
five.
atas
yeah, they
satu.
will have all 5. Does ONIC fully commit to this here? There's so many towers that they
Udah
have to
sakit
get
tuh.
through.
This
This
is
is a Lord, a good chunk of
Gak akan ke
damage.
defense ini harusnya.
Tier 2 up top
Tapi
will
entah
fall
ya.
down as well as Kai deals with the waves, but now it's going to be the Evolved Lord into the bottom lane. Winter Crown bot again
Dapat
after using
langsung
the
tuh dia
Winter
langsung
in that
setengah
previous
tuh.
fight.
Apa itu sesakit apa lotnya?
For an angle
Iya,
in, they're
udah
able to
join.
make their way forward.
Defense. Oh,
Keyboy! Keyboy!
Uni's next. Grab the They come back in game number 1.
It took 23 minutes, multiple Lords,
Gila
but ONIC finally
Keyboy!
pulled the game back into their
The epic
hands.
comebacks!
And that's only game number 1.
Wow.
What a series. What a game, I mean. Not a series, because we're just getting started right now. ONIC takes them the distance in that one. Pure insanity, and SRG played so well.
Well.
Uni played so well. multiple members of SRG going deathless
Nah,
throughout
di
the
early emang
whole
kalah.
game.
Tapi kalau late game wah bisa
But
beda
ONIC, I
cerita.
think,
Bener kan
I
mereka
said it
main cepat
earlier,
ini si
if they buy too much
SRG.
time, I think they need to end this now. SRG being a little too passive. You've got a 10K gold lead.
Tapi luar biasa mental ONIC sih,
And
keren.
they
Jadi
let
babak
it happen.
belur
I
mereka
think it's a mix as
kalah
well. Right? Like they
segala-galanya.
were playing passive when they shouldn't. They were playing aggressive when they should be the ones playing passive
Gila
as
si
well.
ONIC, Cok.
So many of these skirmishes were a
Bisa
bit
keluar
too
dari tekanan lu
unnecessary
dia.
with the 10,000 gold lead, having the macro
Namanya
advantage
mantan
on
juara
the map
MSC
as
kan.
well. Here as well, right? I mean, the
tadi
dive
momen
over
tapi
under
mati
tier
sini, Cok.
2, it made for a hell of a highlight for Uni. But it wasn't the right
Tapi
call.
dapat
If you
dua
look at the
sini.
macro decision making, why dive a tier? Why dive a base
Wah,
turret?
ini momen tadi nih, Cok. Ini momen penting sih sini.
Calls were made. Plays happened. And SRG
Ini
takes the
keyboard
first
flicker.
loss in this best of 3. But the possibilities at this point are around us. But Kelra, it took him a little bit of time. The moment we saw that first fight where he got the big blazing duet off up in the top lane, we knew the damage was there.
Gila
Once
sih,
he
Cok.
got his
Keren,
Holy Trinity
keren.
in,
Kita
as he
melaju ke
collected
game
more
kedua, Cok,
items,
sih, yang pertama.
he didn't even have to be passive about it. He could just jump into 3 or 4 of them and completely shred.
Sure that hey, we don't have to stick around the
mode
lane for too
jongkok,
long. I am
dilihat
curious about
tuh.
specifically whether or not this Belleric, what are the emblems? Is it
Game
going to be
kedua
Ray
ya.
Flag? Is it going to be Concussive Blast? That's going to tell us a lot about how this game is going to be played out, especially in the mid, considering that Stormy, he wants to move out of that lane
Melia
fast
nih,
with
sana
Jones
udah
to
menggunakan
ensure
hero
that
powernya
Kyrie
ya.
can't find an angle in
ONIC
for a lane gank.
SRG needed range, and they got it from surprise initiation through their Kufra, but they are very close to mid-range. While for Salah or Red Giants, yeah, close to mid-range too. Honest with it. Good sources of damage for both, and this should be exciting. Will SRG force game number 3, or will ONIC sweep them here to advance to the knockouts? Mirko and Trex, let's go!
We're jumping back in to one of the most grueling
2-0,
series
2-0.
we've seen so far. ONIC up against SRG. ONIC came back last game, late game. They had zero control in the beginning, but were able to still get the
Ini
win.
balance ya, balance, Cok. Ini tapi kuat di
continue to evolve
SRG kalau
and
late
grow.
game.
They're willing to risk it with some different picks. This is something they lacked in the beginning of the tournament, and we're already seeing how much more they're adapting to current meta.
Hey, that's a sprint on Stormy. That's something new, that's for sure. Pull yourself together though for Yums, Master Assassin for Innocent, just trying to win out this lane. But yeah, sprint over Flicker for the first time on Eudora.
I wonder, I mean, had to be
Boy.
a lot of damage on the Keyboy.
Toe the fracture.
Boy.
It's just a passive Kai. Jumps in, picks up the
Sikit
Onyx
lagi,
strike first
guys.
this time around, and they instantly go into enemy jungle.
Beautiful rotation from Luffy and Kyrie coming to that mid lane. He was going to try to stop it, but he may get taken out here.
Yeah, Kyrie is able to take it. Now he jumps on
Nggak
Yums.
mati, guys.
There's a few
Oh,
more
mati.
hits to take him
Nice.
out. He's on the board. Now
Kasih
it's
paham
2.
gak sih, cuy?
This is one of the good things about the Noland up against this Aurora. He's going to be able to dash away. He's got the escapability. He's not, even if he commits to a big amount of damage, he
Gila,
instantly
sepertinya
dashes
sudah agak
back, and
sedikit
it's going to make it a little bit
gemetaran
harder for
SRG nih, cuy.
Uni to catch him in some of those dicey moments. Yums maybe going a little too deep. Maybe should have
Oh,
just
di
let him
early
have that
emang
one
kuat.
because now that
Di early
Kyrie's got
mid game
2
kuat di
kills
ONIC ya. Cuma late
already
game nanti
on
PR-nya
Noland.
banyak ini.
It is a picture-perfect start for ONIC.
Karena
Can't get better than this, right?
Innocent
Especially after
sudah
last
menggunakan
game where
Kari.
it was SRG who dominated
ada 3
the
Puri
first
ya, luar biasa, cuy.
14 minutes of the game, right? Like entirely early game, it was just SRG. Kelra this time feeling the wrath of Innocent. and
Lagi-lagi
in a winning
Eudora
matchup.
nongol di lane of down ya. Eudora
Alright,
is back ya.
SRG, do they want to contest this? Again, they do have the Harara, one of the highest prioed heroes in the meta right now.
He's gonna go in on Cram. He's gonna get bursted down. Suns picks him up. Look, he's able to walk Yums down. Keyboy doing the same thing now over to the purple buff.
Emang
Uni
kuat sih
still just
ONIC di
level
early
3.
tuh. Sampai mid game ini kuat banget
It's
ONIC.
like deja
Gak akan
vu to
bisa,
game
soalnya
one,
ada
but it's
Lilia,
reversed.
cok. Maju mati.
It's ONIC with
Dibakar.
control. 2 kills at the start. Neutral objective without even using the retribution.
Uni using the retribution on his own purple, just like
Dan ini harus
Kyrie
main
was
cepat
doing
sih
last
ONIC-nya.
game.
Sama
It is
kayak
a
tadi
mirror
persis.
match for sure. Can SRG pull off what ONIC did though? You know, it seems like SRG's a little bit disconnected. Yums first goes in by himself to his own death. This time Cram maybe goes a little bit too deep while Uni's still looking for his purple. The full commit's not there, and 1 or 2 of them are going in and getting caught off. And I think they have to realize that maybe it's not the time, or if we are going to commit, everyone has to be together.
Slow for ONIC. After this lead, just taking a purple buff, and only now
Gila,
really making that aggressive move, double immobilization onto Lutpi, but he doesn't care.
Itu karinya.
Boy got a position.
Ya! Innocent, you die!
Under tier 2, a flicker burnt out already.
And Uni has to just watch as it happens. They didn't even want the orange buff.
Nope.
We're not even going for this orange buff. We're going to lay a trap. We're going to get another kill. We're going to put Kyrie at 3-0-1 and Sans at 1-0-2. Let's get these damage dealers rolling. At this point, Uni's just sitting back and watching. He's trying to farm his own jungle. He's trying, I mean, everyone's just trying not to die at this point, let alone catch a lead.
Udah sakit sih, Cok. Ini belum jadi loh padahal
was
tuh
one
Innocent
of
ini.
SRG's fallback plans, right? It's Innocent. If you lose an early game, you can just play around Innocent. The rest of the composition, though, is made for early to mid. Sans has to use the black shoes there. Good move by Cram with the rotation, catching him off guard. But now it's going to take a little bit more to get that plan B sorted out. They're going to have to constantly rotate with Innocent now.
Yeah, look at them, literally hovering around him right now. Stormy and Yums keeping him safe, but possible play in the mid. ONIC going to be pushing SRG back. I don't know if this is a turtle they want to fight for.
2-level advantage on the retribution for Kyrie. Golem gets reset. Uni still able to secure it. Now looking for level 7. Kai on the purple buff though. This should set him very close to level 9.
I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if Cram should be down here at this point.
Ngeri banget cuy,
Is this
romernya
really a
barat
fight that
sih.
they want to take? Innocent,
Cram ya kok
slightly
sorry.
behind, nothing too crazy. Does get level 7. Taking a lot of damage.
Apaan
Went for
itu
the
tuh?
Lilia, man.
Kau
Perhaps
tanduk
it's just
Cram,
gonna get shredded
kau
down. Has to
makan tuh.
flicker out. Lutpi has the consecration still. Free retry now as Yums is able to find the time
Kalah
range on
kalau
Keyboy,
Urni.
but he doesn't care as Kelra pops into Zaman Force. Lutpi with the consecration gets away. That is
Majulah terus,
nothing
lagi.
to Lutpi.
Ayo kau.
And this is what I mean, right? They expend so much time on that turtle. They maybe could have got a push on top tier 3. They maybe could have, if Cram would have stayed up there, if someone else would have gone up there, they could have rotated elsewhere and at least made play up on the map. But instead, they spend so much energy on a turtle they never had a chance to get.
Ini kenapa Barat
build
XP
back
ya?
up for SRG. They send
Apa keunggulannya tuh Barat
Innocent to
XP?
the other side of the map, trying to get him farm. It's all they can do right now. And Uni,
Yang membuat
like you said,
ONIC
they went in for
kemarin
the
itu.
skirmish earlier.
Sama
And against
Aurora
Nolan, if you
Turki
lose
kan
out
dia
there,
XP kemarin si
Nolan's going to be
Turki.
able to rotate around the map much faster than you. So what that means is he's going to take your green camps away. That's why we see
unggul
such a big
segala-galanya nih, cuy.
lead. 3 whole levels for Kyrie on the Nolan.
3.000
And
sih
again, he
belum
goes
terlalu banyak
bot.
sih
When
ya.
the purple buff is up, he knows where Uni is. He's
Ini udah
constantly
menang
stealing these
zoning ya,
camps
menang banyak
away.
nih di ONIC.
And it's going to get really tough for SRG because they
Habis
have to
buffnya.
feed 2.
Tuh itu lihat
Uni and
dimiknya.
Innocent.
Sakitnya Kelra.
It's a lot of mouths to feed when everything's being
Udah
taken
semena-mena
from
banget
you.
Lutpinya, Cok.
already at 4,000
Waduh,
gold.
udah
We
semena-mena
love
banget
damage
dia.
on Lutpi, though.
Lah
Sans
damage-nya
on
itu.
the
Lah damage-nya Sans.
Again with the black shoes, just reacting to the
Walah.
damage range. The taunt lands on Yums, and that's the damage of the Glooms. Kelra picking up a turret for free
Masa
as
udah kalah
ONIC
level
sold
orang ini kan?
SRG away from that tier. Oh God, is Kai even waiting in these bushes again? No chance, no space for
Cram.
Innocent to farm.
I mean,
Look at the bush.
it's been the same for Uni too. He's barely able to move around. Early on, getting pushed in on multiple
Level
jungle
10
points,
lihat
and
tuh Lutpi,
Kepo's
no.
been loving just hanging out in these bushes, waiting for the next target to come along.
Masih belum missing tuh Kyrie-nya.
Kepo.
Masih belum ke-show-up dia kan Kyrie-nya. Gak ada yang maju.
Conceal from Keyboy. Look at the play again. Big chomp down now.
Dimakan, cuy.
He goes in with the flicker as well, but it's only Keyboy.
Aduh, mati Cok.
Keyboy, but now it's dropping him down.
Ngapain,
It's
Yum?
Uni going for the kill, finding one. The train as Kai walks up, and Uni finally a bit of retaliation. Jumps on again. The Purify out, but now he's going to be on cooldown as Lutpi looks for the chase and finds the kill onto Uni.
I don't know if taking the death at the end of that was worth it. Finding Kelra at least is a saving grace. But the damage onto Cram, the burst damage of this team right now, with Kyrie being at 4-0
Wow,
and 3.
udah
I mean,
5.000
it's true. It's very reminiscent
Habis
of
bah,
how
nggak dapat dia.
SRG was doing ONIC last game.
Cuman
But the
hati-hati
problem is, I
Innocent
don't
ya.
think ONIC
Hati-hati Innocent nih guys.
breathe. I don't think
Waduh,
Ooh, Innocent in a bad spot.
Ayo lo,
He's gonna have to flicker around
ayo
this,
lo
man. There's no
Innocent,
way.
ayo lo, Innocent, mau kemana?
Innocent.
Innocent, oho,
Again, not given space
oho,
to
oho,
farm.
rata nggak sih
Body
cuy?
block from the recipe, another over to Kelra.
Sometimes you gotta just take it, Mirko. Sometimes you gotta just accept your fate. Innocent knows there's no escape there. ONIC moving on to the tier 2.
ONIC has never won against Selangor Red Giants.
SRG on the defense. Can ONIC pull this off here? After a grueling game 1 of pushing the limits, it just goes to show ONIC's diversity right now. We can play the long haul. We can dominate in the early game. Just give us the chance right now. What can SRG do? Having the carry just makes this all so much harder too. We called it out at the beginning, taking a death early on, and now you've got 2 deaths, being unable to farm. It is a long haul. The thing is, it feels like it's been 12 or 13 minutes. It feels like they can get to late game in just a few minutes, but we are just breaking 9 minutes. We're talking, it could be another 5 or 6 minutes till Innocent even has a chance of really outputting damage, till Cram can actually hold down the front line. ONIC didn't really have the game in their hands until 18 or 19. That's a long way away.
Can SRG do what ONIC did to them in game number 1? Those are the questions that we need to ask right now. With this kind of composition, it's going to be difficult. They don't have the clear.
Udah nggak ada shield di atas.
Holy Shield already down, up top again. Now down
Bawah
below.
juga nggak ada shield.
Ushers those minion waves into deal with the Holy Shield. Takes a bit of a beating. But it's all for the orange one to be taken by Kai, who's 5 levels ahead.
Ngapain? Ngalah untuk ada flicker dia.
Lands on Cram, and again it's Kelra. Big
makan cuy.
zone again, but he has the purify.
Nggak
Cram
ketolong si
low,
Ding.
has to flicker back. And that's 2 big flickers as Kai secures the Lord.
They do bide some time though, clearing out the waves, but another wave is coming soon. But SRG doesn't have the
Tapi kalau
greatest
SRG
comp
defense-nya
to
ini,
defend. Yes, they have the carry to shred,
mereka defense-nya
who
ini
has
kurang
gotten
sih
in
ya.
the Trinity, but
Dia
still
ngadalin
1.5k
Innocent
gold
doang, cuma Innocent
behind.
kan
Taking a
tinggal
look at the
target
jungle,
dia.
it is a
Berhati-hati, sikit lagi
4.1k
Trinity,
gold
Innocent.
lead. Uni just
Lihat,
got his second
kok
item.
eranya no udah
Just
jadi
got
Holy Crystal no.
Borax in.
Sanya udah jadi buset.
It was
Tapi yang paling sakit Kairi sih ini.
who knocked ONIC out of Group B in MSC 2024
Ini harus dapat
with a
turret ya,
1-1
paling nggak. Kalau
draw.
nggak rugi guys.
Well, revenge is here. It's in ONIC's
Masih punya
grasp. All they
spell
gotta do
semua, Puri.
is close this out. And last time SRG
punya
was a little
flicker
bit
juga,
too patient.
siapa?
ONIC is ready
Ibu
to
masih
kick
ada
in these
flicker.
doors. And whoa, yeah.
Enak nih mereka nggak ada pakai
Was it a
Puri.
flex?
Konsil!
Or what is it, a misplay?
We'll see with the result of the game. Comes down to that. Depth welcome coming out.
Ngapain Kram?
Wave in the mid lane is good. ONIC gonna look for the slow build up into the siege right now as they go over the top lane. Ludwig holding in the front. Is it gonna be counter forward? Kelvin jumps in.
Ngapain
The
itu?
fracture lands on Youngs.
Iya,
Lord cleared out. Shoes comes down. The
Yeah.
goes down. Keep on.
Aduh,
The innocent with a pickup.
menang dong. Dadah. Sayonara SRG.
And they don't just win it, they earn it. After game 1, pushing themselves to
Yes!
the limits. And then to prove they can finish things in style, they win game number 2 in a very quick fashion. You can see the smiles on their faces. Kelra, Keyboy, happy about it because both of those teams were tested in this group stage. Almost every team in group stage had some rocky games. Nobody was a guarantee. Everything was earned. And ONIC will move forward.
Wow.
They will. Top
Amazing,
8 Selangor Red Giants. They will unfortunately be the ones eliminated. The key crushed today as well. The revenge was very late. The 2024 was when it happened, when SRG knocked ONIC out of groups. It took them 2 whole years to regroup, to relearn, to improve. And fate had it with this matchup. SRG dropped down
Tapi
early.
eranya kenapa Kram dikasih sama Barat ya? Dua orang sejago itu. Kenapa nggak dikasih lapu-lapu?
Into the last chance for both these teams. It looked good for SRG at the start of game 1. They couldn't close it out. It looked great for ONIC at the start of game 2. They went for the throat.
Yeah, they did. They weren't wasting any time. They knew that they had the advantage. They didn't want to make the same mistakes that
Kalau lagi
SRG
mungkin
made.
susah, cuman ya
and they were able
sayangnya
to pull through.
SRG nggak
But with that
setangguh
game
ONIC
over, let's send it
ketika
back to the stage. Rose,
sampai
who we
terharu
got up
ayamnya
there?
Keyboy cuy.
What a series, honestly, guys. This is a matchup that we didn't see coming. Closing the group stages, we expected something like this in the knockout stages, rather. But still, ONIC secures a 2-0 in the bag up against Selangor Red Giants. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kyrie! Kyrie, congratulations. How do you feel after finally getting your vengeance up against SRG? Because if we recall correctly, they dominated and defeated you guys back in MSC 2024. That ended your journey, and KALAH last year's journey too for MSC 2025. So how do you feel today?
Okay. We've been waiting for a long time for this match, and happily we succeeded today.
Happy. I'm pretty sure you guys are very happy. But did you ever expect that this moment would come at this period of time? Group stages elimination match, lower bracket, ONIC versus SRG. Or did you expect it, in the knockout stages perhaps?
Yeah, we expected to meet the champion teams in the knockout stage.
You're the only one left right now. ONIC is the only one left because 2024 champions are gone. 2025 champions are gone. What does this mean? Do you feel like it's coming back to Indonesia? Do you think it's coming back to ONIC?
I hope so. That's all I can say.
Now let's talk about game one just now, okay, Kyrie? Game one, you guys were shaky. You guys were behind by a lot. How did you guys kept yourself composed to be able to make a comeback to secure the win?
We just looked at the enemy's hero, the SRG's hero, and they were using Paquito and Hilda, which are very good at early game, but not that good at the late game. So we just had to be patient.
So the plan was technically to let KALAH snowball as much as possible, give him the resources, so that when the time comes, it's going to be him and you versus the world.
I think so, yeah.
Now, Kai, you guys are heading later to the draws after the last match. Am I right? So you guys will be seated in seed 2 with all the 2-1 teams. The 2-0 teams will be picking. Who do you think will pick you guys today?
I don't know really, but I hope it will be Aurora.
Why do you want to meet Aurora Gaming again?
Just because we didn't really lose that easily, against them, and I think we have a chance against them.
I agree. You guys were the only team that managed to push Aurora Gaming to a 2-1, and people are saying they are currently the strongest team in MSC. And if people are saying that, I think we want to meet the best. No, Kyrie? So is there any message for Aurora Gaming? Who knows? Maybe that will make them pick you later.
Just good luck.
And of course, a message to the fans.
And to my fans, thank you so much for supporting us, especially my team, ONIC. Thank you. So all the Filipinos out here, thank you so much. And I hope you guys still keep supporting us in our next match. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kyrie. And now, are you boys ready to crush some keys? Okay, first up, first question, ONIC, who wants to be the one crushing the key? Keyboy? Keyboy? Okay, let's head to the back. Come on, guys, follow me. It's time to crush some keys. And as we head our way to the key crusher, Keyboy will be the one leading the pack. So, Keyboy, you may head to the key crusher. And of course, ONIC, you may watch. All you have to do is press that lever all the way. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, as of this moment, ONIC officially eliminates Selangor Red Giants in their journey this MSC at EWC 2026. All right, it's time to see the keys as we show it to the camera.